Shan here with Seasons Change. Today we're going to do a little bit of broadhead performance testing. I have a RMS Gear Cutthroat, a Grizzly single bevel, and then a VPA 3-blade. I'm going to shoot them all into a cow rib. And the cow rib's pretty dried out, so I know it's not a super realistic test of a live animal's bones, but I'm just kind of curious to see how they're going to perform. So I'm going to shoot all three of these into that cow rib, and we'll see how they do. Stay tuned. Wow, that was really cool. So that's that RMS Gear Cutthroat. We'll go take a look at the target, but it looks like it split the bone right in half. All right, guys, so the arrow hit right above the 1/4 inch mark. Let me see. Yep, so right in between. So it was the thinnest part of the bone, but it smashed right through that bone. You can see it split it right in half. Let me see how much penetration we got past the bone. Okay, so I don't know, probably 7.5 inches of penetration past the bone into the target. Pretty cool. So after shooting that RMS Gear Cutthroat, there's no edge chatter whatsoever. The blade looks 100% fine. It went in, it hit sideways like that, but it must have like torqued as it went in. And it just split the bone right in half.
Crazy.
That's really cool. All right, guys. This is going to be the Grizzly single bevel. It's this one's about 225 grains. So let's see how it does. I'm going to be shooting it right above the 1/4 inch mark at about the part where it gets to 3/8 of an inch. So a little bit thicker than the 1/4 inch.
Oh.
Let's take a look at what that did. Okay, so not a dead center hit. You can see it chipped this part of the bone off right at about where that 3/8 inch thick was, and got some really good penetration after it did. So let's take a look at how far that went in. Woo! I mean, that's half the arrow, if not more than half the arrow, into the target foam. And this is about a 31.25 inch arrow. So good work from the Grizzly. We might try one more shot and see if we can get her dead center. Let me pull this. There it is. That is a pretty good center shot. Let's go take a look at it. All right, take a look at that. So, hit it right about the 3/8 inch mark. You can see the 1/2 inch mark. I got it upside down right now, but the 1/2 inch mark was right there. Here's the 3/8 inch thick mark. Hit it right in between there. And the Grizzly just completely smashed this bone in half, which is awesome. The RMS Gear did the same thing to this guy, and the Grizzly just smashed this one in half, a little bit thicker part of the bone. Let's take a look at how much penetration we got on that square hit there. Yeah, probably, I don't know, what do you think, Linz? More than half of the arrow?
Yeah.
So into that foam target, so awesome. And as you can see, once again, like, it's just smashing the bone right in half. So there would be no resistance once the arrow did that work on it. As far as edge retention, edge chatter, there's a little, just the tiniest little bit of edge chatter on that single bevel, and a little bit right there as well. but nothing that you couldn't work out with one sharpening. But as far as steel quality, I'd say that Cutthroat, single bevel Cutthroat, has a little bit of an advantage here. But still great performance from the Grizzly and really good penetration after the hit. All right, let's try the 3-blade. All right, guys, this is the final shot. We have the VPA 200 grain 3-blade. Unfortunately, all I have left of the cow rib is the thickest part, so 1/2 inch and up. Let's see how she does. Let's go see what that did. Just not quite solid enough to be able to tell. You can see it knocked a chunk off there. So let's shoot it again. There we go. That's pretty cool. Wow, all right. So this 3-blade crushed it as well. Hit it right down there, right above the 3/8 inch thick, and right in between the 1/2 inch thick mark, and just split this bone right in half. Very cool. Let's see how much penetration we got. Dang. Probably right about the same amount as that single bevel did. And the steel looks fine. This edge was already damaged. That's why I chose this head to shoot it. But all the other edges look fine. So this VPA 3-blade, I mean, it hung right in there with those single bevels. So cool, really cool. Look at all this bone on the ground and no broken arrows. So check out the video that I have on these aluminum footers. Definitely will save your arrows. I mean, these are hard bones, super dry and brittle. So you'd think they'd be causing some mushrooming on the tip, but those footers doing a great job saving my arrows. So cool. So in conclusion, we shot the Cutthroat single bevel. It's a 200 grainer first. Then we shot the Grizzly single bevel. It's also a 200 grainer. And then we shot the VPA 3-blade 200 grainer as well. The Cutthroat did an amazing job. Didn't get as much penetration as the other two did, but who knows? It could have been the density of the bone or where I hit on the target. But what I will say about this head is that the steel held up extremely well, and I see no deformation whatsoever. The Grizzly did an awesome job, split that bone right in half, but you might be able to just pick up on the edge, especially right up near the tip. There's a little bit of edge chatter right there where I can tell the steel chipped off just a little bit, and then same thing on the other side. But for the price, Grizzlies are significantly cheaper than the Cutthroats, so it really did a great job, and it had an amazing penetration after the fact. And then the VPA 200 grain also did a great job, crushed right through that bone. So I got nothing but positive things to say about all three of these heads. All good selections if you're looking to bow hunt.